Hello everyone. Today we are going to start lecture 04 of class 8 mathematics chapter number 2, which is linear equations in one variable. In this lecture we are going to talk about applications of linear equations in one variable. Now what do we mean by applications? We have studied how to solve linear equations, right? Linear equations which have variables on both the sides, variables on one side, number on other side, or linear equations which are not actually linear in the visualization, but when you solve them they are reducible to linear, right? So we are going to study what are the applications, that is how can we apply these concepts in solving real life problems, right? Like this is the question in which we are given parameter of rectangle and we are given one side of it. Now we are asked to find another side. How can we apply this principle of linear equations in one variable to solve these type of questions? So let us start the application by this question. Okay, so the question simply says that perimeter of a rectangle is 13 centimeter and its width is 2 3 by 4 centimeter, which is given in mixed fraction. Find its length. So now we do not know the length. So how can we find its length? Is we do not know it, so let us assume it. Okay, let the length of rectangle be x centimeter. How are we choosing the units? Because all the lengths are given centimeter, so we can easily assume that the length should also be in centimeter. Okay, so the length of rectangle be x centimeter. Then we know that what is the perimeter. Then perimeter of rectangle is equals to, we know that perimeter of rectangle is twice into length plus width, right? So here we have length is x centimeter and the width is given to be 2 3 by 4 centimeter. 2 3 by 4 centimeter. So this will also come in centimeter, right? So we have the perimeter to be this. Solving the equation we will get x plus 4 into 2 is equals to 8 plus 3 11. We know how to solve mixed fractions, right? Multiply the denominator with this number 4 into 2 what and add this numerator. So we would get 11 by 4 centimeter. So according to us this is the perimeter of rectangle according to the length we have chosen. But the question says the perimeter of rectangle is 13 centimeter. So we can write but according to question perimeter is equals to 13 centimeter, which simply implies that we are also having the perimeter and the question is also given us the perimeter. So it simply says that 2 into x plus 11 upon 4 is equals to 13, right? So this is the equation. According to us the perimeter should be this, according to the question the perimeter should be this. Okay, so now what does this word application means? We just formulated the question. We just formulated the question in the form of linear equation in one variable, and you can see the variable is only on the one side, that is left hand side of the equation, and on the right hand side we have a number and we already know how to solve it. So that is how we apply this concept in solving real life problems. So let us solve the question and find the final answer. So the equation we got is 2 into x plus 11 by 4 is equals to 13, right? So the equation is 2 into x plus 11 upon 4 is equals to 13. We can multiply 2 on both the sides or we can bring 2 RHS. Okay, since 2 is multiplying here, so dividing both the sides by 2 we will get x plus 11 upon 4. We have divided by 2, so this 2 has been cancelled and here we will get 13 upon 2, right? We can transpose this 11 by 4 to the RHS, so we would get x equals to 13 upon 2 minus 11 by 4. The sign of the fraction would change when we are transposing it from LHS to RHS. So now by taking the LCM of 2 and 4 would be 4. So 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So 13 into 2 is equals to 26 minus 4 into 1 equals to 4, so 11 would remain the same because 11 into 1 is also 11. So we will get x equals to 26 minus 11 by 4, which simply means 15 by 4. And what are the units? Centimeter. Since the width was given in mixed fraction, you can also write it in mixed fraction, right? So you can also write it as how we convert this into mixed fraction. Let me talk about that also. Okay, so we do nothing. We divide 15 by 4. Okay, so it will go for 3 times and we will get 3 as remainder. Right. So how can we write it? It can be written as 3 is the complete number. Okay, 3 is the complete number. That is a quotient which is integer. And what is the fractional part? 3 is the remainder. So you can write it like this. And you can cross verify. 4 into 3 is equals to 12 plus 3 is equals to 15. So 15 upon 4 centimeter. But again, you don't have to leave answer here because you have assumed the value x. The question simply asks you the length. So you have to write the final answer. Okay. So length of the rectangle. So the length of the rectangle is equals to 3 upon 4 centimeter. Always remember that variable are one which you choose yourself to simplify the questions. Question does not ask you to choose variable, right? They never ask you to take it x, y, t or z. You are taking it yourselves and you are finding the answer. Question simply asks the quantity length and you should remember, you should write the answer in terms of those quantities only. Okay. So this is how we solve a question using linear equation one variable. Let us see another example. Now the question simply says the present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times the present age of Sahil. Okay, so if Sahil is 10 years old, this question says that Sahil's mother is 30 years old. That is 3 times the present age of Sahil. After 5 years, their ages will add to 66 years. That is, after 5 years, Sahil would become 10 plus 5, 15. And his mother would become 30 plus 5, 35. Okay, so this is how we are solving the question. These are not the actual values. I am taking just it for the example. So after 5 years, Sahil would become 10 plus 5, 15 years. And his mother would become 30 plus 5, 35 years. Then their sum is 66. Okay, find their present ages. So we have to assume their present age, right? So now there are two options. You can choose Sahil's mother's present age to be x or Sahil's age to be x. But you can clearly see that if you choose Sahil's age to be x, then Sahil's mother's age would become 3x automatically. Okay, but if you choose Sahil's mother age to be x, let us choose it 30. Then you have to divide it by 3 to get 10. So if you choose it to be x, then Sahil's age would be x upon 3, which is a bit tedious. Okay, so to avoid the fraction, always choose a smaller number. Okay, always choose the smaller number to be x. Let me write what I am saying. Let the present age of Sahil be x years. Okay, so the present age of Sahil be x years. Now according to the question, present age of Sahil's mother would be 3 times the present age of Sahil. Then, comma, present age of Sahil's mother is equals to how much? 3 times of Sahil, that is 3x years. That is why I was asking to take Sahil's age to be x, because if you have taken this as x, you would have to write this as x by 3, right? Because obviously this have to be 3 times of whatever it is. So this was a bit easier. Okay, so this is the formulation of the first line of question. Now the question says after 5 years their ages will add to 66. So first let us find out that what will be their ages after 5 years. Okay, so after 5 years, so we can say after 5 years, comma, age of Sahil. Now you can see today Sahil is X years old. So after 5 years, Sahil would be X plus 5 years old. Simple. If today Sahil is 5 years old, then after 5 years he would be 10 years old. Simple. And after 5 years, age of Sahil's mother. After 5 years, age of Sahil's mother equals to, now she is 3x years old. So after 5 years, she would be 3x plus 5 years. Simple. Now what the question says is that their ages after 5 years, that is these both ages, when you will add them, then they will add to 66. That is their sum would be 66. So according to the question, according to the question, comma, sum of Sahil's age, that is x plus 5, and sum of Sahil's mother's age after 5 years, that is these both ages, turns out to be 66. So this is how we formulated the question into linear equation in one variable. Okay, we can easily solve it. Okay, so we have made the question into linear equation with one variable. So let us now try to solve it. Let us add it here only. X plus x is equals to 4x. So 4x plus 10 is equals to 66. So this is the final equation. Now let us solve and find out the present age of Sahil and Sahil's mother. So the equation became 4x plus 10 is equals to 66. Transposing 10 to the RHS, we will get 4x is equals to 66 minus 10, which finally gave us 4x is equals to 56. Now dividing by 4 on both the sides, we get x equals to 56 upon 4, which gave us x is equals to 14. Right, 56 upon 4 is what? 14. So what was x? What have we assumed x? We assumed the present age of Sahil to be x. So we just found out the present age of Sahil. Okay, so we can represent the answer age. So present age of Sahil is equals to 14 years, right? Then what is the present age of Sahil's mother? We assumed present age of Sahil's mother is equals to 3x, that is 3 into 14, which finally gave us 42 years. Right, you can easily verify that after 5 years it would be 19 years and it would be 47, and 19 plus 41 would be 66, right? So 19 plus 47 would be 66. So you can easily verify that our answers are actually correct. Okay, so this is how we solve another question. Let us take one more example. Now these are pretty common type of questions in which we have that different type of denominations. This question is in the terms of coins. You can also get in terms of notes also, right? 10 rupee notes, 100 rupees notes, and they will add up to some amount, and you have to find the number of notes. That is, here we have to find number of coins, right? So what does the question says? Let me explain with the help of concept. Bansi has 3 times as many 2 rupee coins as he has 5 rupee coins. Now let us take that you have 10 5 rupee coins. Okay, you have 10 coins of 5 rupees each. So how much amount do you have? 50 rupees. Now he is saying that if you have 10 5 rupee coins, then you have 3 times 2 rupee coins. That is, you should have 30 2 rupee coins. Again, you have 10 5 rupee coins, and according to the question, you have 30 2 rupee coins. Now 1 2 rupee coin gives you 2 rupees. So 30 2 rupee coins would give you 30 into 2, that is 60 rupees. Now that 60 plus 50 should be 110. So that is the complete question. Okay. Now if he has in all sum of rupees 77, how many coins of each denomination does he have? What do we mean by the word denomination? Denomination means the amount on the coin. Suppose you have 10 rupee notes, so it is in the form of denomination of 10, right? If you have 500 rupees notes, so 500 rupees is actually the denomination. That is, what kind of notes do you want? If you want 1000 rupees, you can ask the cashier to give you 10 100 rupee notes, that is, you are taking denomination of 100. You can ask him to give 2 500 rupees note, or you can ask him to give 20 50 rupees note. Okay, so you can choose a denomination. So here we have two denominations, that is 2 rupees and 5 rupees. Now again the question arises, we have to find number of coins. Okay, so we have to assume the number of coins. Now what do we assume x? Number of 2 rupee coins or number of 5 rupee coins? You can easily see, if you assume number of 5 rupee coins to be x, then automatically number of 2 rupee coins will become 3x, which would be a bit easier, right? It is just like the previous question. So let the number of 5 rupee coins, this is the symbol for rupee, okay, number of 5 rupee coins be x. So you have x 5 rupees coin, then according to the question, then the number of rupees 2 coins, that is 2 rupee coins, would be 3 of x. So you have x rupee 5 coins, then you have 3x rupee 2 coins, right? Now this is the formulation of first line of the question. Now what does the question says further? It says, if he has in all sum of 77, that is the amount that these 3x plus 3x coins, that is total 4x coins are making, is rupees 77. So how do we find it? You can see, then comma amount, then amount Bansi has from rupee 5 coins is equals to, see, if you have 1 5 rupee coin, you have 5 rupees. If you have 10 5 rupee coins, you have 5 into 10 rupees. So if you have x 5 rupee coins, you have rupees 5x. Okay, 5 into x. So he has 5x rupees from these coins, and amount Bansi has from rupee 2 coins is equals to what? Rupee 2 into 3x, that is rupees 6x. Suppose he have 10 rupee 2 coins, then he would have 20 rupees. If he have, suppose the value of x is 5, so he has 3 into x, that is 15 coins. So how much rupee does he have? 2 into 15, that is 30 rupees. Similarly, we have calculated that he has rupees 6x from 2 rupee coins. So what is the total amount he have according to us, according to this calculation? So comma the total amount, so the total amount Bansi has is equals to, so the total amount Bansi has equals to rupees 5x plus rupees 6x, which actually equals to rupees 11x. Okay, so he has 11x rupees, but according to the question he have rupees 77. Okay, but comma according to the question he has rupees 77 with him. Okay, so what does this simply mean? That our 11x is nothing but 77. So now what we did is we have formulated the question in the mathematical form in linear equation in one variable. Okay, so this is the mathematical form of the question. or you can simply say it is the mathematical formulation. Now what does mathematical formulation simply means? It simply means that the representation of question in the terms of equations in mathematics, so that we can find out the actual solution. Now what we have to do, we have to solve this equation and we can find the number of coins. So what we got is, we got 11x is equals to 77. So if we divide both sides by 11, we have x equals to 77 upon 11, which simply gives us x equals to 7. Okay, now what was x? Number of 5 rupee coins. Okay, so we can write thus number of 5 rupee coins is equals to 7 because they were x, and number of 2 rupee coins is equals to 3x is equals to 3 into 7, which is equals to 21. So he had in total 28 coins, in which 7 coins were of rupees 5, which equal to 5 into 7, that is 35 rupees, and he had 21 coins of rupees 2, which 2 into 21 is equals to rupees 42, and you can clearly see rupees 42 plus rupees 35 equals to rupees 77. So we have verified also. You can verify your answer by keeping it in the question, right? So this was how we solved another question. Let us take another concept. Now in this, what we are given is, we are always given some numbers whose sum is fixed, and now to find these numbers we have some particular pattern. In this question, the pattern is given that the number should be consecutive. That is, it is given that the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11. It can be 3 consecutive integers, that is x plus 1, x plus 2. Okay, if the first integer is 10, then the consecutive integers next to 10 are 11 and 12. Similarly, so in this way you can be given some numbers and then their sum or product or anything could be constant. So this is the concept. Now what does this question simply says? The question says the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11. Consecutive means one after the another, right? Multiples of 11, that is, that should come in the multiplication table of 11 and one after the other. That is, if the first number is 44, then what is the next multiple of 11? 55. What is the next multiple? 66. So 44, 55, 66 should be the numbers, right? Required numbers. So the question simply says sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11 is 363. Find these multiples. So what we do is, let the first multiple of 11 be x. Okay, we do not know the another multiple, so let me show the concept. What actually we are doing here is, if the first multiple is suppose 11, then the next multiple would be 22 and the next multiple would be 33. Now how do we achieve 22? We have added 11 into first multiple, okay, and we got 22. How do we achieve 33? By adding 11 to this number. Okay, obviously every consecutive multiple is obtained by adding 11, right? So we have added 11 to this number and then added 11 to 22 to get 33. So this is how we find the another number. So the first multiple 11 be x, then the next multiple of 11, the next multiple is equals to x plus 11. Simple, right? If the first multiple is x, then you just have to add 11 to it. You will get the next multiple. And what is the next multiple? Then the multiple next to x plus 11 is x plus 22. That is, you have to add 11 to this number. Okay, so the 3 multiples are x, x plus 11 and x plus 22. You can clearly see here, if 11 is the first multiple, by adding 11 you get 22, by 11 adding 22 you will get 33. So the multiple next to this x plus 11 would be x plus 22. So these are the required 3 consecutive multiples of 11. Okay. Now the question simply says that the sum of these 3 multiples is 363. Okay. You can say according to the question, comma, sum of these multiples, that is x plus 11 plus x plus 22 equals to 363. Right. Adding all the terms, we will get 3x plus 11 into 11 and 22 would be 33 is equals to 363. Now we have to solve it and then we have to find the multiples. So what we did now, we again formulated the mathematical equation of the question so that we can solve it, and the variable x will give us the solution of the question. Right. So let us solve the equation. So the equation is 3x plus 33 is equals to 363. Now transposing 33 on the right hand side, we will get 363 minus 33 is equals to 330. So we have 3x equals to 330. Now dividing both the sides by 3, we will get x equals to 330 upon 3, which simply gave us x equals to 110. Now what was x? We assumed x to be the first multiple of 11, and you can see it is 11 into 10, that is the 10th multiple of 11, right? That if you multiply 11 by 10, you will get this. So this was our first multiple. So how can we find our second and third multiples? By adding 11 to consecutive terms, right? So the 3 consecutive multiples of 11 are, now what are these multiples? The first multiple is 110. So the second multiple would be 110 plus 11, and the third multiple would be 110 plus 22. That is 110, then 121, which is 11 square, and then 132, which is 11 to 12. So you can see it is 11 into 10, 11 into 11, and 11 into 12. So these are 3 consecutive multiples whose sum is 363. So this is how you can solve the questions on the basis of linear equation of one variable. Let us talk about another concept which is asked widely. And in this type of questions, you are given a 2-digit number and you have to assume the number. Sometimes you have to interchange the digits, and then the question will give us some conditions which we have to satisfy. So what is the concept behind this number? First, let me talk about this. Before reading the question, let me ask you, if I give you, so this is just an example, this is not the solution. Let me give you a 2-digit number. Let 63 be a 2-digit number, right? It is a 2-digit number. Now how do we write 63? Okay, if I have to assume the digits, how do we write the digits? How do we arrange them? You can see from your previous classes, your earlier classes, you can write 63 in the expanded form as 60 plus 3. Okay, which further can be written as 6 into 10 plus 3. Now you already know in 63, 6 is the 10th digit because it is at the 10th place, and 3 is the units digit. You can say unit digit because it is at the unit place. Now what do we mean by unit? Unit means 1. Okay, so the digit 3 which is at the unit place is multiplied by 1, and the digit 6 which is in the 10th place is multiplied by 10 while representing the number. Okay, also what happens if I reverse the digits? If we reverse the digits, then 3 becomes 10th digit, so it would be here, and 6 will become the unit digit, so number will become 36, right? Now how do we write 36? Again in the expanded form it can be written as 30 plus 6, which will simply give you 3 into 10 plus 6. So now you have learned the concept that if you have to represent a 2-digit number and you have taken some unit digit and 10 digit, then the 10th digit should be multiplied by 10 plus unit digit multiplied by 1, and that will represent the number. So this is the concept behind these type of questions. Now let me read the question and then we'll solve it. The question simply says the digits of a 2-digit number differ by 3. Simple. So in a 2-digit number, the digits, so what are the digits in 2-digit number? Unit digit and 10th digit. Similarly, I have specifically chosen an example so that I can fit it in the question. You can clearly see the difference of digits between 6 and 3 is 3. The difference between the digits which are 6 and 3 is 3. Either you can choose 3 to be the unit digit or 6 to be the unit digit. The difference remains the same. It is saying difference, so it is not telling that either the unit digit is greater or 10 digit is greater, right? So we just know that the difference is 3. So you can take either one to be the unit digit or the 10th digit. It will not make any change and you will get the same correct answer. Now it simply says if the digits are interchanged, whatever you have chosen the digits, you are interchanging those digits like this, and resulting number is added to the original number. That is 63 is added to 36. You are getting 143. So I hope this example illustrates what the question is all about and what these type of questions actually ask. What can be the original number? Now our original number was 63. Okay, 36 was not the original number. It was the number we got by reversing the digits. Okay, so now let us actually solve the question. So the question was the digits of a 2-digit number differ by 3. So first let the unit digit be something. So let the unit digit be let the unit digit of the number, which number? 2-digit number of which we are talking about. Let the unit digit of the number be x. Okay, now it is your choice if you want to take unit digit as the bigger number. Okay, now the difference of the unit digit and 10th digit is 3. So if the unit digit is x and you want the 10th digit to be larger than it, then the number would be x plus 3. Simple. Okay, the difference is 3. And if you want the unit digit to be larger number, so if it is x, then what would be the 10th digit? X minus 3. Simple. If you are 10 years old and if you want to be younger, then your sister would be 13 years old, because again the difference is 3. And if you want to be elder, then your sister can be 7 years old. Again the difference is 3. Okay, so it is your choice. So let us take the unit digit to be smaller. Let the unit digit of the number be x. Then the 10th digit is equals to x plus 3. Now how have we written it? According to the question, okay, the difference is 3. Had you taken this larger, it would be x minus 3. Again the difference is 3. So it is your choice. Answer would be same. I'll show you it in the answer section. The answer is same. Then the 10th digit equals to x plus 3. Now the number is then the two-digit number is, so I have already shown you how we write it. We multiply the 10th digit by 10. So 10 into x plus 3 plus x into 1, which is x. So the number actually is 10x plus 30 plus x, which is equals to 11x plus 30. So this is the 2-digit number. Okay, now it is saying that the digits are interchanged. So what does this interchange means? This has become the 10th digit and this has become the unit digit. Okay, so if the digits are interchanged, then the resulting two-digit number is, what would be the number? Now it is the 10th digit, so it would be 10x and now this tens digit would be unit digit, so it would be x plus 3. So we will get 11x plus 3, right? So again, this is the number. Now the question simply says that the sum of this number and this number is 143. So according to the question, so what we can write is, according to the question, sum of the original number, that is 11x plus 30, and sum of the number we got by reversing the digits, that is 11x plus 3, is 143, and we have to find the numbers. So let us solve the equation. So we have 11x plus 30 plus 11x plus 3 is equals to 143, which simply gave us 22x plus 33 is equals to 143, which gave us 22x equals to 110. Dividing both the sides by 22, we will get 110 upon 22, which will give us x equals to 5. So if x equals to 5, then what is the number? Then we just have to find the original number. Then the original number is, what was the original number? You can see x was the unit digit and x plus 3 was the 10 digit. So original number was 10 into x plus 3 plus x. So it was 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, so it will be 5 plus 3 plus 5, which is equals to 80. So 10 into 8 equals to 80 plus 5. So the number would be 85. So this was the original number. Now you can see if you reverse the digits, you will get the number as 58, and 85 plus 58 is 143. Also, if you had chosen x to be larger, then the unit digit would be 8 and the tens digit would be 5, then you would have get the number as 58. So if you have chosen unit digit to be larger, then your original number would come out to be 58, which is again the correct answer, because again 85 and 58 are the same numbers in terms of this question, because their sum is 143. We have chosen x to be smaller, that is unit digit to be smaller, so we got 85. If you have chosen unit digit to be larger, you will get 58. So this is how we solve the questions based on linear equation one variable. So these are some of the applications. I hope you got the point. Okay, so this was all about this lecture.